I am live, and I am live with a good buddy of mine and just an overall good guy, Andy Smith. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you, brother?
I'm good. I want to go ahead and just say it out loud because we're going to be on the interwebs here for a second. I just need to let everybody know what kind of friend you are. Because right before you came on, did you text your wife?
I texted my wife and said, "Don't call me. I'm going live with Clint Powell."
You'll have that conversation later this evening, sir.
No, she's good. She's supportive. She understands.
I dropped my pen. Yeah, she's just like you. I hear you say all the time. You got better than you deserve, sir.
No doubt. Outkicked my coverage.
That's right. So, let's get some formalities out of the way as far as who you are. And I know it's in the description. You're the director of the YMCA YCAP program. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct.
Tell everybody, because you're going to get new people hopefully all the time, and then we're going to play a little game before this is over. But tell everybody what that is and what you do. Give them the elevator speech.
Just the quick speech is we work with middle school kids that are referred to us through the juvenile court system, principals, guidance counselors, teachers, but kids that are struggling somewhere in their life. And so in a sentence, we're early intervention prevention. And, we use a variety of resources and activities to sort of help them be the best version of themselves that they can possibly be.
You also, and I'll add I'll add a little bit of a description. You don't limit it to just the child. You are helping the whole family, whether it's extended family. I've seen you do it. You don't just feed the child. You'll feed a family if they need it. I've watched you help family with, if they've got issues that's outside the classroom in school. You help the community that those children live in as well.
Yeah, so what we try to do, Clint, is transform the whole family dynamic. So if we can help mom be a better mom, or dad be a better dad, or whoever that adult is in their life that's taking care of the kid, we want to make sure that we're giving that whole family every opportunity to buy into what we're trying to help with their child. And so if that means providing meals, if that means helping them look for jobs, if that means teaching them how to do money management. We just try to break down all those barriers.
And you know what I've found, because I've been, helping you guys or related with you guys, either really close and sometimes just from afar watching you. The programs like yours are so needed in today, because I don't know of a family that asks, hey, before you help me be better, or before you help my child or grandchild, or just before I can help you, because there's a lot of families that you turn around and start helping you. Nobody asks what color are the people that are coming to help. Nobody asks, hey, I'm going to help. Well, what color are they? Nobody cares when you're actually helping people. It's amazing how colorblind you can be.
Yeah, I think the thing is, especially in these tough days, Clint, because I'm on Twitter and Facebook and all the social media, and I see I see the marching and I hear the voices. And my thing is, we're at a crossroads now where it's time to stop talking about it and let's do something about it. And people say, well, what does that mean? And I don't know, Clint. I don't have all the answers, but I know that there's needy people out there and they need help. So it's our job to help the next person.
I've got friends on both sides of that spectrum, and we won't go down the political road, but I tell the ones on the liberal side who may view things differently than me, and I go, hey, you need to stop preaching we got to get everybody back. It's us against them mentality. And on the conservative friends, who I may lean a little closer to, I tell them it's time for us to stop dismissing other people's stories. In other words, when someone tells you what they're going through, if you go, yeah, but we're great, that doesn't help them. You got to slow down long enough to listen to their story and validate it. And if both sides would do more listening to understand rather than listening to be right, I think we could probably get to some common ground.
I think that both sides, you're right, if they sat down together and they both listened and shared, I think we would find we have more in common than we don't have in common.
Listen, I've said this a bunch, man. Whether it's a white person or a black person on the TV 500 miles from here, it's easy for me to dismiss them, right? No matter what color they are.
Sure.
But when it's my good friend Andy Smith, or my good friend who may happen to be a black person or African American, and I'm sitting across from him, it's hard to dismiss the person because I know them.
It is.
So you got to get to know people.
Yeah, you just got to get to know people and put your arm around somebody and just every day, just try to wake up and say, what am I going to do today to impact somebody else's life?
And that's what you guys are doing at YCAP. And I just want to be real clear. I think you and I, in 5 minutes and 6 seconds, fixed the problem.
Dude, if I had all the answers, I'd have given them to you.
I think we fixed it. I think we just became the answers to everybody's problem. Everybody call Andy for the answers. I only have the questions. Hey, let's do this, man. Let's talk a little bit about YCAP. And then again, we're going to play a little fun game. I've got about 8 or 9 pictures I'm going to pop up on the screen. And can you see me?
I can.
Okay, good. Because we're going to want to ask you what the pictures are about.
Okay.
So it'll be fun. But things are changing a little bit at YCAP because you guys have been, following the school schedules. So a lot of online learning, which had its own challenges. But now that you're going back to school, the after school program's firing back up. So there's a few things you may need.
Yeah. So let me just say this real quick, Clint, because I know that our staff and supporters will be listening to this video. So I want to say that our staff, the last 2 weeks, they get up, they're at the office at 6 a.m. They're going and picking up all of our kids. They have them back in our building at 7:15, ready for school with breakfast cooked, and they stay with our kids till 4 in the afternoon. So kudos to all my staff.
How many? And that's at 3 different sites, right?
3 different sites. Yeah. Now Cleveland's been a little bit different because they're all in school right now. But Hamilton County at East, YCAP East, and downtown, Tommy, Sloan, Gary, Clay, and then all of our part-time staff, man. I can't say enough of it. Getting up, being there at 6 in the morning every morning to pick those kids up, feed them, and make sure they're doing their schoolwork all day has been a drag, man. So starting Monday, when we go back to school, we'll be back on regular schedule, and we'll have them every day, Clint, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And our biggest need is at 4 o'clock every day when we do our tutoring. We need people to just come, sit with a kid, and listen. I know people get freaked out when I say tutor. It's not. Listen, these kids just need somebody to sit beside them, even if it's just listening to a kid read, even if it's just checking their multiplication table.
Even if you don't know, you got your phone, you can Google it.
All day long.
Every day.
Our staff does that.
That's how I raise kids, man. What are you talking about? Dad, do you know the answer to this? I sure do.
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Absolutely. Dear Google.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, you've experienced on a bigger scale, large scale, what parents have been experiencing, which is, I'm not a teacher, right? I don't have unlimited food. I don't have unlimited knowledge. And so, but you've got dozens of kids. How many kids total?
25 at each site.
So 75 kids, 50 kids,
yeah,
that have been going through the online process. And so you have had to feel the same pains as the parents.
Yeah, I mean that, and I, my own 3 children. It's been a battle, man, and it's not the teacher's fault. It's not any one person's fault. I think that sometimes we think we're ahead of technology and we're not. So what happens is we had a couple days where Zoom went down and they couldn't Zoom into the class. So there's natural things that happen. And we think that, we're in a society now where we're just one click and we want to be right there and we want it right now. And then, oh, by the way, when technology doesn't work the way we think it should work, we lose our wits in.
Well, even when you have technology, I think we forget that there's still got to be humans. I can click into Zoom, but if it's just an empty room, there's got to be a human being on the other end of the Zoom.
Correct.
Doing something.
Correct.
And one thing that I think has been brought to light, and we may have talked a little bit about it back in July, but a lot of these kids that go home don't have, we call it a necessity, but the luxury of high-speed internet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And,
So,
our city has done a good job. EPB, Dr. Johnson, our superintendent, has really done a good job of trying to make sure we're breaking down those barriers. But still, once you got the internet, Clint, you still got to have a Chromebook or an iPad or a phone, or, you've got to have something to be able to make the technology work.
well, and when the button's not working, who do I call to figure that out?
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Because I use my kids.
You're right.
I'm pushing the button harder, and I've said all my bad words that I can say in front of you kids that are acceptable. What do I do now?
Stuck.
Seem to be working.
Stuck on
Also, let's dispel some maybe concerns. You guys are practicing the good safety measures as far as mask, social distancing when you have to. Is that correct?
We are. So we broke our groups up in halves. No more than 12 kids at a time. So we alternated days. wearing masks, keeping them, at distance, 6 feet apart, even with masks. But I gotta be honest with you, man. Some of those younger guys, keeping their hands to themselves is like, it's a disaster.
It's not going to happen, especially boys. Hey, and I think Joseph Francisco's tuning in. So if he is, stay tuned, Joseph, because there may be a picture or two pop up on the screen about you here in a minute. So your immediate need right now, though, is tutoring people to come in at 4 o'clock to sit down with kids. And again, don't have to have a huge skill set. You don't have to be a genius. You just need someone that cares enough to sit there and help a student.
Yeah, just real simple, Clint. Just being able to sit beside a kid, listen to them read, make sure they're doing their work. If they have simple questions, you're there to answer. No, by the way, if you come consistently, if it's 1 day a week or 2 days, however many days a week, we try to pair you with the same kid every time. So now all of a sudden, Clint Powell's gaining a relationship with little Johnny because every time Clint comes, we put Clint with little Johnny.
Well, and you need this in Cleveland, you need this in the Ooltewah location, you need this at downtown location. So if you're listening to this, trust me, you're within a 15-minute drive of probably one of their sites pretty easily.
Yeah.
And you said one last thing, and then we're going to play the quick game, but you said that you guys offer a lot of stuff. You offer tutoring, you help with the food, and we're going to talk about the boxing side because we always lean that way. But listen, you have a garden, you have a wood shop, you have music lessons, you take them on adventures. In other words, you expose these kids to a lot of things that left to their own environment they may never get to see.
Yeah, I mean, just constantly getting them out in the community, getting them out of the city, giving them opportunities to see things and broaden their horizons and just allow them those opportunities that a lot of kids don't get. And hopefully, it'll click in their mind. They'll say, hey, I can go be whoever and whatever I want to be.
I didn't know I could play the guitar. I didn't know where tomatoes came from. And what do you mean somebody's going to pay me to build a birdhouse? That happens.
No, it's classy. Couldn't have been said better.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull a picture up. And if you can't see it real well, I'll actually hide me.
Okay.
And then I'll pull me back up because I want you to see the picture. And I want you to just tell everybody what it is. You don't have to go into depth, but it's a little game we're going to play here. Can you see that picture at all?
I can. I see it's perfect. Wow. So this is
I'm going to see if I can get it bigger. Hold on 1 second. Let me hide me so everybody can see it real quick. And then I'll come right back.
So cool. But I can't hear you, Clint.
Tell everybody about that picture.
All right, so wow, that was several years ago. The wood shop had just opened, and that is actually our Chattanooga kids, our Cleveland kids, and our Ray County kids. We used to have a Ray County YCAP several years ago, and that's in front of the wood shop, and you can see they're all holding up their bluebird houses, and so we teach them math through woodworking, and then, oh, by the way, we sell those so that the kid gets to keep the money, and then we take that bluebird house and set it up for people that purchase them.
Now, in the future, if you see me disappear and it's just you in the picture, just tell everybody about the picture and I'll jump back in when I hear you.
Okay.
I mean, that way we don't, because I don't want people to miss the pictures because they're pretty cool pictures. Let's go with this one. I'm going to hide.
Oh, wow. That was not this past summer, but the summer before. So that'd have been 2018. That's Tommy and Gary. In the picture, our staff with our kids, a handful of our kids, and they actually went snorkeling up at the Ocoee River, and just being able to look at fish and learning about marine life is just really cool.
Yeah, that's a good one. And the reason I'm bringing some of these pictures up is to kind of show people what we were talking about.
What a great idea, man.
The experiences. All right, here we go. I'm going to disappear again.
Oh, wow. So we do this every single summer, except obviously this past summer because of COVID. But that is the Virginia Creeper. We take our kids at the beginning of the summer up to Damascus, Virginia. And it's a 26-mile downhill bike ride on mountain bikes. And we tent camp and teach our kids to learn and love each other. And then so that kind of kickstarts our summer every year. What great memories those are.
That's a good one. All right, let's do one more. Let's see if I can disappear. Go ahead, man.
That's our YCAP Yankees baseball team, man. That's like the Bad News Bears right there. Jim McClure on the left, Christian Coder on the right. Both board members. Christian Coder is our board chair. but we have our kids play baseball every spring. And man, when they first start, they're putting the glove on the wrong hand, and by the end of the season, they're actually winning games.
Isn't that
just
cool?
great memories, man.
All right, I'm gonna throw one up here. I'm gonna just around and see what you think about that one. You know what that one is right there, bag boy?
Pro fights, man.
Some of these are a little just to make me happy because I'm old and I like memories.
Man. Too Fast and Roger the Hitman Hilly. And,
yeah.
The promoter, the Clint Powell.
Hey, we had a good year and a half run, dude.
Some great memories there to kickstart those guys' careers, man.
Yeah, we had some good memories there. I got a couple more. Let's get this one out of the way, and this is going to stay up so fast. You ready? It's not going to be up long.
Okay. Yes, man. The World Championships. What was that?
2017.
17. I was going to say 17, 16 right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Clint Powell wins the World Championship.
I just did that one just because every now and then you got to make yourself feel better. All right, how about this one right here, man? Check this one out.
Yeah, man, that's some of our kids in the gym. Every day, just teaching them hard lessons. Surrounded with work ethic, discipline, respect, and that's just a group of our kids that at the end of a workout one day. There we go.
I lost myself for a second. I got all these pictures at the bottom I want to show, and I lost where I was. I'm like,
this is
where
so
am
cool,
I?
Man. This is cool.
This is fun. How about this one? I'll be right back.
Okay. Boxing Not Bullets camp. Every summer during the week of the 4th of July, we have a boxing camp up at Camp Ocoee, and we bring in kids from all over the United States. And, man, it's, using the sport of boxing to reach them. We bring in dynamic speakers every night. We have worship services. We wake them up at 5:30 military style every morning and just kick their rear end all day long.
That's a fun camp. I got to come up to that one year.
Yeah, you spoke
it's a long time. Yeah, I did. It was fun, man. How about this one right here, man?
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's the Rock Steady boxing program at North River YMCA, where they have Parkinson's patients actually do boxing. And the kid you see holding the bag is one of our kids. We would take our kids over there every now and then to volunteer with the senior adults, and man, just priceless moments.
Yeah, that's a good picture. I kind of knew what that one was when I saw it, but I'm like, I want him to tell everybody. All right, so these last three are people we know, but I just want to make sure that we throw them in here because you've had some good people come through this program, and I know you guys are big believers on teamwork. So tell everybody who that is and what y'all are doing there.
Yeah, man. So, you got Roger the Hitman Hilly, Joseph Too Fast Francisco, and then Coach Chad in the white hat. He kind of brings the attitude to the group, and then Coach Bryce, man. And Bryce was the unsung hero. He made all of our jobs easy because he kept those guys' diets right, kept them in shape.
Yeah, but don't you think Chad really, of all the people in that picture, he's the one that's probably most willing to fight like right now at any point in time?
Always got your back, man.
He's ready. He is ready to go. Hey, I got a problem. Well, just point me. All right. So these are the two guys and that kind of started the whole thing, at least for me. That's Too Fast and Roger. I just want to make sure they're brothers.
Yeah.
And the reason I thought this was an important one, and I kind of been going down this one and one more picture, is I know we talk a lot about the boxing, and there's tons of pictures of kids playing guitars. They're in the garden. They're at the wood shop. But this is kind of some end results of kids that came through your program that you're trying to teach them to break certain cycles, start other healthy cycles in their life and in their family's life. These are two good examples that they've not figured everything out yet,
right?
But they are way far ahead of the curve where they started.
Yeah, they are, man. Just from where they came from and to where they're at today, they're, just doing their thing and they're chasing their dreams. And they both came through the program years ago and then have given back consistently back to the kids. And, that's what it's all about.
Clint. That does your heart good when you watch those two guys and they're helping the 10-year-old.
Yeah,
but neither one of them are there right now. So tell me what this is, though, real quick. Who is that guy?
Floyd Money Mayweather. And so
and who's he with?
Roger the Hitman Hilly's in Vegas right now training at Floyd's gym, and he's chasing his dream, man. He's going to go get what he what he's been working for all these years. And so, we feel like we did our part, we paved the road, and now, hey, take it to the next level.
Listen, and I've said to him, and I've said it to you, all I want's a T-shirt. Maybe
Right.
signed,
Just a
maybe
t-shirt,
signed.
something, a glove, something.
I'm too old. I ain't flying nowhere, but a little T-shirt, maybe.
Right.
Maybe he can set it where Money Mayweather comes on with me and you and gives
I
him a little
mean,
props.
hey, that'd be awesome.
Do a little video shout out, 5 minutes of time. All right, man, that was fun. Thanks for doing that.
That was, man.
Let's
Very
do it.
well put together, Clint.
Well, let's do this. Let's make sure everybody understands how they can find out more about the YCAP program. And again, if you want to go tutor, help in the wood shop, help in the garden, help in the music, they'll find a place for you. But tell people how they can get a hold of you.
Well, obviously we're on Facebook, YMCA, YCAP Chattanooga. It's got all of our information on that page. But if you're not a Facebook person, that's okay. YMCAChattanooga.org/YCAP. That'll give you all the information there. Just come by and see us, man. 1600 Central Avenue.
Oh,
we're there
man.
just about every day.
Hold on a second. Stay with me. I think I forgot one. See, that's the good thing about being live is now say that one more time. Where are you at?
1600 Central Avenue. There we go, baby.
Bam.
Just like number magic. 7 Fire Hall.
It's a great place. It's one of I got to be honest, man. I've said it a bunch. I miss that place a lot.
A lot of memories in that place, man.
Good stuff. All right. Hey, Andy Smith, thank you, man. I know you're busy.
Enjoyed it, brother. We'll do it again.
All right. Talk to you later. Everybody, thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.